Coach Yu Young Cho, Ben Bagpak is coming to the ring. And you see a lot of these young fighters coming in their first fight. This is Ben Bagpak's first. He's 0-0, and he's coming from a great team out of Cornerstone. And you see these teams throughout. I definitely see it in the New York scene, where you just see, when you have such experienced coaches and a great team around you, they put out such high quality of fighters. And he will be facing off from the red corner out of Striking 101 and Sensei John Ruiz. Laquan Darling, 1-0, looks to keep his undefeated record alive. You see Diego Dutch Iegazar with him. And you were saying something in the last fight there, LG, about the importance of a good team. Diego Iegazar having just fought in the Road to One tournament. And he is a top-level professional. And when you have a group like that around you, you can't help but want to reach greatness yourself. And Laquan Darling is here to do that tonight at the K-Series.
The Road to One tournament is such a good experience for him to have. And I love seeing the two different approaches of walkouts here. We've got one that seems happy and excited, and one that's more serious.
And we'll go to Mike Falvo to officially kick this bout off.
The action continues on the card for K-Series Kickboxing with our next matchup scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 135 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us from Cornerstone Muay Thai, Ben Bagpak. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Striking 101, Laquan Darling. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Mr. Chris Romulo.
Referee Chris Mr. Classic Romulo ready to get this bout started. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound division. Liam Tarrant and LG Pinnell joining you here at the K-Series. Ben Bagpak from the blue corner, Laquan Darling from the red corner. Both of these very tall guys, too. Look like they're about the same height, starting out real fast. Referee Chris Romulo from Gamma, one of the best referees in the business.
I always feel comfortable when I know that Chris is reffing. My fight is in his hands, and I'm relaxed and comfortable to let things fly.
Ooh, solid shot there. Bagpak able to catch the kick and simultaneously throw that punch.
We've got two southpaws here, so we expect to see a lot of right kicks, heavy right switch kicks to go up under the ribs of the open side of their opponents.
Oh, nice left kick there from Darling. Little pause there, then they get right back to the action. Now, there is no clinching in kickboxing, as there is in Muay Thai. The referee will break them up right away and keep the action going. This is pedal straight down. The gas is on the whole way. Darling with a nice wind up there, going for the glory with that 1-2. Not quite landing. Bagpak doing a nice job once again catching the kick and launching a shot of his own.
I like the head movement of Ben Bagpak. I love his footwork as well. He's keeping himself in his own range. Big, nice right hook out of the red corner now.
And Darling also landed a nice inside kick there. And those are particularly painful on the inside of the thigh. They can really slow someone down if you keep landing them.
He was going for a head teep there. He just missed it, but it's able to get him into punching range. Another beautiful slip from Ben.
Bagpak with one of those right kicks you predicted would be coming, LG.
And that's the first round.
What a fast-paced first round. Great things shown from both of these fighters.
You know, I've noticed in all three of our bouts so far, no one's taken any time to get to know one another in the ring. They go straight to the action.
Oh, yeah. 3 rounds,
no one is
2
intimidated.
minutes. Everyone's
Absolutely.
stepping straight forward, ready to go. They have been getting amped up for this and training for years on end. They finally get a chance to show what they've got. in the K-Series ring, and they are trying to use every second of every minute of every round to convince the judges that they deserve this win.
Here we go, entering our second round.
Here we go, second of 3 scheduled 2-minute rounds. Right back into the fray they go.
Lots of power thrown behind each shot here. Unlike Muay Thai, the K1 rules don't give any power in the decision to balance. So there is no worries as far as how hard you're throwing that you're going to overextend yourself. You might as well let your punches and kicks fly, which is what we're seeing here in this bout.
We're seeing a lot of that happening, LG. Just coming in full power with every shot. As you mentioned before, no feeling out here. Nobody worried about getting thrown off balance. They are just going in and going for the win with every shot. And now, by this point in the second round, each have tasted each other's power.
Great right hand by Bagpak as he pushes the red fighter into the ropes. But we've already seen a little bit of a reverse of roles as they get off of the ropes and back to the center of the ring. Nice outside leg kick by Ben.
And I will say, Laquan Darling's stance, low hands, seems to have a bit of an off rhythm in his timing. Very tricky sometimes because those punches, they're coming from weird angles underneath. Coming from kind of an odd direction. If you haven't had a sparring partner like that or a good teammate like we were talking about before, it's very hard to prepare yourself for that.
Hard to prepare and hard to gauge where things will land. Sometimes you see them coming from one direction and they land completely on the other side. Oh, there we go with some good body knees from Ben.
Nice pair of knees landed there. Referee Chris Romulo warned them not to go into a clinch. You can knee, but once you start getting into that clinch type situation, you will be broken up.
I like the feinting that I'm starting to see out of Darling. Oh, and a big spinning kick here from Ben. It didn't land.
Our first spin kick of the evening, a night in which I believe we'll see many of them. Now, spinning kicks are legal, folks. Spinning back fists are not.
I'm always weary of throwing back spinning back fists, whether it's legal, when it's legal in Muay Thai, if I don't have my elbow pads on, because if you gauge
Fight
the distance
fans,
wrong,
this
you
is
can
our
hurt your
third
forearm.
and
So
final
that's
round.
honestly a great rule to have in K1. You're going to prevent injuries as well as elbows, accidental elbows, since elbows are not legal under the K1 rule set.
Absolutely, especially the amateur level. Not something you want to see somebody get injured or get hurt this early in their career or accidentally land an elbow. And here we go, third scheduled round, final round of this fight. And here we go, 2 minutes to go left in the fight.
Ben ran straight across that ring, landed a really good leg kick.
Nice left hand there from Bagpak.
Darling's guard has gotten better, and he threw a big head kick just now.
That was a huge right head kick as Bagpak was coming straight in.
And another one with the left side. Bagpak seemed to know how to respond to that go around.
1:30 remains in the fight. Oh, another nice kick. Sometimes that can happen. Have you seen that, LG, where someone's like, oh, I can land this. Let's throw it again.
It's like blood in the water for a shark, right? Once you know that it can land, you're going to go for it again.
You see those big, long legs of Laquan Darling. Knee there from Bagpak.
We're going to see the clinch broken up. I always hate having to get broken up by the referee because then you have to get back into punching range.
Now work your way in.
That's right.
You're saying as a shorter fighter, you're like, I was in here already. I got to do this again.
I worked so hard to get there. And in the excitement of the fight, it's hard to remember to go ahead and step back after those big shots to set up the next ones. You're a little too close sometimes.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fight here.
Another great slip from Ben, but it does not deter Darling. He just keeps coming forward with that big left hand.
Nice body work there from Darling while they were close. Excuse me, Bagpak with 2 shots to the head nicely.
They're smiling and having so much fun as Darling lands a big head kick, and they're swinging for the fences now as the round comes to a close.
You can see why Laquan Darling is 1-0 with that performance. That will be the end of the round. That was the bell. Ben Bagpak having a tremendous debut here at in the K-Series ring and in the competitive ring. And I'm sure we're going to see both of these gentlemen again very soon.
There's nothing I love more than seeing a fighter have fun. When you see him have fun, you want to join in. And Ben's smiling. He was smiling during his walkout. And in the closing seconds of the round, while he was blocking and returning with his big punches, I saw a big smile on his face again, his mouth guard shining between his teeth.
Oh, he was having a great time. And folks, you got to get yourself down here to the Melrose Ballroom and see the action in person. And for all the upcoming events, you can follow rfc.promotions. You can follow me at Liam Talks Fights and LG at lg.pennell. P-A-N-N-E-L-L. For a double dose of that lethality that we see in the ring.
I like that. We're going to be coming into a decision here in just a moment. And the matchups have just been amazing tonight. It's been hard to call any fight before the judges.
Yeah, there are no clear winners in any fight so far.
Lots of split decisions as well. Here we go.
A good show of sportsmanship before
As
the decision
always,
is
ladies
read.
and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these 2 great fighters? And now, after 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the judges' scorecard. The judges have scored the fight 29-28 in favor of the blue corner, 29-28 in favor of the red corner, and 30-27 in favor of your winner by way of split decision. Out of the red corner, Laquan Darling.
Laquan Darling on a striking 101 improves his record to 2-0. Another split decision. That is a fight deserving of that, certainly. Ben Bagpak showing a lot of great stuff in there in his debut fight. And a tremendous performance from both of these young athletes coming in there and showing what this sport is about with not only their dogged determination in the ring, but their absolute respect and sportsmanship when the fight was over.
Darling showed so much power in that fight. I was very impressed with his stamina in throwing those heavy shots. And Ben has nothing to be ashamed of here. What a great fight between these 2 gentlemen. A little bit of the sting of the loss is always taken away whenever it's a split decision. You know that you at least put on a good fight, and somebody thought you won.